That's not how you swing around the city.
Web swinging is an art form. You have to be in the right headspace. You have to become Spider-Man. I mean, that's probably obvious, but you have to think like Pete when he's swinging. You have to think like Miles when he's swinging. When you get into this game, they hold your hand. They tell you, hey, let's turn assist all the way up. Let's just have it so people can just ease into the web swing without having to try. Fuck that. Okay, you want to actually get good at this game, so you have to do a few things first. The first thing you need to do to get good at this game, you go into settings, you go all the gameplay, you scroll all the way down here, the swing steering assist, and you turn it down to 0. That's right, no more of this level 10 hold my hand bullshit. No. Turn it down to 0. The second thing you want to do, go down here to fall damage. All right, yeah, that's right, fall damage. Turn that on. When you take fall damage from trying to swing and do crazy tricks in the air and die, even like I've died doing the loop in the air. I fell into a building once. I don't have the clip of that. When I saw that happen, I had to get good. There was no way I was gonna have Pete and Miles messing up the one thing that they're known for doing: web swinging. The next thing we're gonna talk about, what's your mindset like when you're swinging? That's right, yeah, we're going deep a little bit. How are you thinking when you're playing this game? Web swinging should be a calming experience, okay? You shouldn't be stressing out. You're in the air, you're flying. Everything needs to be turned off except for Spider-Man. That's all you need. You want Spider-Man. You gotta be hungry for that Spider-Man knowledge. Like J. Jonah Jameson, hungry for the next story on how to make Spider-Man's life terrible. Right now I'm rocking the classic suit, but if I really want to get spicy with it, I'm gonna put on the web suit because I want to feel like I'm in the movie. You could be really ass at swinging and you want to go start from the bottom. Homemade suit. Who puts this on? Maybe you want to prove that you're better than the OG Spider-Man. Maybe you want to be amazing. Maybe you want to, I don't know, save the multiverse, the Spider-Verse or something. It doesn't matter. Whatever calls out to you and says, swing with me. Like, just pick that one and then just have fun. All right, so now we're on the swinging part of the video, and I'm gonna try to swing and talk. That's kind of hard to do because I'm kind of focused right now, but this is where you have to learn how to get better at, and I messed up because I hit the car. That's going to happen. Actually, that's going to be the first thing we talk about. You're going to mess up a lot doing this, okay? I'm not looking at the screen right now. You're going to mess up a whole hell of a lot. Eventually, you're going to start swaying around, and when you're in the zone, sometimes, now I'm looking back at the screen, sometimes you're going to be in the zone when you get to a certain point, and you're not even going to be looking at the screen sometimes. You know, I've had moments, I messed up just now. I have moments where, like, I'll be talking and I'll just know where I am. It's fucking weird. I have no idea what kind of Spider-Man shit I'm on sometimes. So when you're swinging around the city, the first thing you gotta remember is that every time Spider-Man is in the air, every time he does any kind of animation, right about here, boom, right before he starts to dive, you have to press R2, because let me show you. Here we go. There it is. Boom. You're about to dive? Right there. Boom. And then right about there, do it again. If there wasn't a car right here, I would have made that. I would have went straight up into the air again. It takes a little bit of timing and a little bit of spatial awareness, but once you get into that, everything's yours. The game is yours. Let me show you some more examples. All right, here we go. So, bam, right here, do a trick. There it is, right there. If you really want to go deep into it, you dive a little bit, press it, boom. You dive for like a second, maybe a second or two, depends on how far up in the air you are, and that takes a little bit of timing. Like this took me a minute to get used to. Right there. And sometimes, don't get nervous, sometimes it's gonna look like, yeah, I messed up right there. Sometimes it's gonna look like you're gonna mess up. Just go for it. Just go for it. Sometimes it'll look like you're about to hit the ground and you won't hit the ground. And it'll be the scariest and also the most heart-pumping shit. I don't know how to really explain it. There have been so many tricks I pulled off thinking, oh, I'm not gonna make this, no way. And then suddenly I'm like, oh. And I took damage just now. I had to heal and I hurt these people, my bad. 3, 2, 1. That's the good shit right there. That's what I'm talking about. Every now and again, you want to say hi to the people, right? You want to just get real close to the ground, act like you're about to hit people's cars, scare them a little bit. That's how you know you're truly Spider-Man. You're becoming a menace. All right, so next up, we're going to talk about using the web wings and how that goes into the swinging and makes everything a lot easier and also a lot more fun. All right, so the web wings are made for you to travel through the city faster, right? You want to upgrade these first. If you go into the suit tech and you go down the traversal. Amazing wings, glide for longer with the web wings, and then there's another one in here. Increased web wings, turn speed for improved handling. It's a lot harder to handle the web wings when you don't have this ability attached. Let me show you a good example. Alright, so we're gonna dive, web swing, dive again, web swing, and then we're gonna dive one more time, web wings. There it is. So you're moving fast, and then suddenly you want to turn, and there we go. You won't be able to do that unless you have that ability attached to your suit tech, so grab that before you start swinging around. So another cool thing that I noticed about the web wings is when you're flying around, it actually lets you levitate right above cars for a few seconds before you actually land. So if I want to put this into practice here, and I'm swinging around, and I want to get real close to the cars, and uh-oh, here we go. Boom. Look how close I am. Boom, and I want to turn too. There we go. That's the good shit right there. So once you get used to doing that, it makes things so much easier. And you can pick up speed and like go right into more web wings, and then you want to dive and you want to go into another web swing right there. And now we're picking up speed. Now we're really moving, and I messed that up just now, but you get what I'm going for. Maybe you want to use these wind tunnels here too, and you're like, okay, cool, picking up speed, picking up speed, picking up speed. Let me grab the next one. Speed, speed, speed. Bam, and you turn over here, swinging, and I messed it up. It's going to happen. You're gonna mess it up. It's all part of the process, but once you get into it, I could have actually made that if I was a little bit more careful, and it would have looked really cool. Now what's next? Swinging through trees. This right here has to be, I think, one of the hardest things to do. You gotta really get used to your spacing. This is when you're already used to spacing normally when you're swinging around the city. Let me explain my thought process when I'm doing this. I'm looking at the tree that is the highest up next to Spider-Man. I have to really figure out, okay, which tree do I swing from, go over to that tree, and then press R2 when I'm close enough. Right there. You see, I'm attached to that tree right there. Let me go back to it. Right there. You see that? You have to get used to getting real close and then trusting that you're able to actually pull it off, because sometimes you're gonna hit the ground like this and it's gonna suck, especially when you feel like you're onto something. But once again, it's all part of the process. You'll get used to it over time. So there's a move that Spider-Man does in this game where you press left or right and you press circle, and he does this little spin, right? And he twirls around in any object near him, and he does this right here. But when you let go, look how much speed he gets from that. I don't know how that works, but it has to be one of the coolest maneuvers in the game. All right, so we're gonna use this, but we're gonna use it in here. We're gonna use it in the park. Okay, so to get the most out of this trick, what you wanna do is you wanna actually have some momentum, and as soon as you gain some kind of momentum, go forward, use it here, spin around just a little bit, lift off. There it is. Look how high up you are already. Go into the web wings, fly around a little bit, spin around with the dodge button, and you can go right back in the swinging around. Sometimes, yeah, there it is. Sometimes you can actually attach to the very tip of the tree, and you can do some weird turning maneuvers. And it's hard to do, actually. This is some hard shit to do, because I've done it before where I got to like the tip of the tree and I spun around in some kind of circle. I can't do that right now. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. That's what I'm talking about right there. Sometimes that'll happen. It looks really cool, but that is kind of hard to do. Save that for when you get better at figuring out what trees to actually attach to. Okay, so now we're gonna put everything to practice. You got your good looking suit on, your mindset is ready, you're Spider-Man, all right? So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna launch off with the web ability to launch. Then we're gonna dive, we're gonna go into the web wings. From the web wings, we're gonna just start swinging around from the tallest buildings, and then we're gonna end it by getting closer to the ground. I'm gonna try not to mess up, but if I mess up, I'll just jump right back off the ground and just continue swinging from there, put some tricks in there, and we'll put everything into practice here. Okay, so let's start. Let's go from here. 3, 2, 1. Web wing time. And then we're gonna dive. Put some tricks in. Bam, here we go. And you know what? We're gonna dive again. Let's mess around with this. We're gonna dive again. We're gonna do something cool. Here we go. Loop. And here we go. Web wings again. Spin around a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Put some tricks in. Spin some webs. There we go. Dive. And this is the cool part. Here we go. Ready? Bam. Get some of that speed going. Web wings. Turn. Tight turn over here. Tight turn over there. And now we're close to the ground. Can I get it? Can I get it? Here we go. And swing again. There we go. Now it's working out. There it is. That's the good shit. That's what you want. That's what you want. Boom. Around the corner. Do some more tricks. There we go. Now we're Spider-Man. Now we are Spider-Man. Get some wall running in there. Boom. There it is. I'm moving slower now, but in a second I'm gonna start picking up some more speed. Dive again. There it is. Boom. That's that good shit. And go again. Now we're picking up speed again. There it is. So you just gotta get used to it. Eventually, uh-oh, I messed up for a second. Eventually, you'll start swinging and you'll be in the zone, and I'm talking while I'm doing this. So it's kind of hard to talk and swing at the same time. But eventually, you might even get to that point where you can just talk to somebody next to you. You just be swinging around mindlessly and everything just works. There it is. I want the web wings here. There it is. Boom. Spin a little bit. There it is. And that's when you know you've done it. When you start doing shit like that, not like that, don't do that. But when you start doing stuff like getting right to the edge of the building and you think you're not gonna make it, and then you jump up like that, you lift off like that, there's nothing, I can't explain how good it feels to do shit like that. That's when you know you've gotten good. That's when you know. You're really just chilling, man. This is what my end game has been. I've been swinging around. I've just been having the time of my life. And ooh, that was good. That was a good one. And every now and again, Pete will do some cool shit. Miles will do some cool shit in the air, and I'm like, oh, that was sick. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. I guess I'm done. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, comment down below. If you have anything about web swinging that I didn't cover, which I probably skipped over a bunch of things I just never thought of doing, leave that comment down below so that I can learn, so that anybody else that sees this video can just get better at it as well. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to be posting some more Spider-Man stuff later, but I'm probably going to be playing something else too, because I play other stuff on this channel as well. And that's it. Until next time, take care of yourselves.